the day I longed for had come. Join me in my trip to Japan. The journey started with a 4-hour flight to LAX, then a grueling 11 hours to Tokyo Narita Airport. We went on the prestigious airline of ANA, or All Nippon Airlines, and I have to say my experience was exceptional. The staff on the airlines, the flight attendants, were amazing. The food was pretty good, and you could even dim the lights on the windows, which I had fun playing with. We arrive at Tokyo Station, and as we take our first few steps into the city of Tokyo, it really hits us that the city is just extremely well kept and clean. It felt like we were in a perfect simulated world. The family who accompanied me on my trip was my Uncle Matt, Uncle Ely, and Cousin Tessa. Welcome to my tiny little Tokyo apartment. As you can see, this is a spot where you take off your shoes and you slip on your slippers. Look at this beautiful, beautiful tiled floor. Amazing. And then pay attention to the details and everything. The floor, you've got the walls, the ceiling. It's amazing. It's a very tight little space, very open. Let's head over to the kitchen area. As you can see, we have a stove that we are prohibited to use. We have a mini fridge. We have a washroom with a sink, and then the shower and bath. Very tiny little space. Then we have the throne room. Look at that. With a bidet. Look at that. Wow. Exuberant. First time bidet. Oh my god. I was gonna say, I didn't expect it to be warm. I thought it was gonna be cold water. Just going right up there. Correct. Famima Chiki taste test. That's actually really good. When we first got to Japan, everyone was tired in my group. However, I was filled with excitement and I could not contain myself, so I had to go explore Tokyo the first night I got there. This is our balcony view. Pretty nice. We hop on the Shinkansen, or bullet train. I will tell you a little bit about our schedule for the Japan trip. We started out our first night in Tokyo because we landed there pretty late. Then we transferred to Osaka, where we spent 4 days between Osaka and Kyoto together. Then we went to Mihara, which is close to Hiroshima, for 2 days because we wanted to explore Hiroshima the first day we got there, and then I had my cycle trip planned near Mihara the next day. Then finally, we ended back up in Tokyo for the last 5 nights of the trip. Welcome to my crib, my Osaka crib. Come in, come in. Right this way, to your right, is the bathroom. Kind of got a Western style too, with a little bit of a traditional Japanese show. And of course the toire, which had a exquisite bidet How would you describe the bidet of the night?
Divine.
Divine. Alright, and our room is pretty tiny, but it gets the job done. Look at that view. Osaka City, baby.
Hold on.
Osaka style bidet. Got a flushing sound for privacy, I guess. There's a bidet and a shower. This again is the bidet. Here we go. Oh! So many plushies.
Oh.
Matt cannot wait to eat these cookies and cream Kit Kats, so.
Hi.
Height. Height out of 10. Height out of height. Here we are in Osaka at Dotonbori. Our hotel was, luckily enough, pretty close by, so we spent most of our nights here. And Dotonbori is an amazing place to go check out. Lots of people, really good food. Osaka is known to be Japan's kitchen, so we saw the famous Glyco Running Man sign. We decided to spend our nights in Osaka while we spent our days in Kyoto, which is the more traditional city of Japan. So we got to see a lot of the traditional, like, you know, famous buildings and architecture, stuff like that in Kyoto. Takoyaki time.
Kanpai.
Kanpai. Wow.
Oh.
It's good. Takoyaki. Taste test. Very good. It's hot. Fushimi Inari Shrine was by far my favorite shrine, or even attraction, that we went to. Fushimi Inari was founded in 711, before Kyoto was Japan's capital. It is a 4-kilometer or 2.5-mile hike, which takes roughly 2 to 3 hours. Fushimi Inari has around 10,000 gates leading to the shrine. Inari is the Shinto god of rice. Foxes are thought to be Inari's messengers, which is why there are so many fox statues throughout the shrine grounds. If you do plan on going to Japan, the shrine is definitely a must visit. While it may be a busy place, hiking the trail was worth it, with a beautiful shrine at the top. Don't forget to look in the shops for cool little goodies to remember the journey. The famous Hiroshima bamboo grove was next on the docket, where I tried to do some fancy camera work. Hiroshima in Kyoto is a magnificent sight to behold. If you love nature and traditional Japanese things, you must go see it for yourself. After the bamboo grove, we walked across the bridge and decided to get into some monkey business. That's right, there's a monkey park. If you think a long hike up a steep mountain is worth seeing some monkeys and an amazing view, go check it out. Hey. The Golden Pavilion was quite the feast for the eyes. The structure is covered with gold leaf. It was burned down in 1950, and in 1955 an exact replica was made. The phoenix ornament on the roof symbolizes the rebirth and resurrection of the temple. The botanical gardens around the area make for an elegant and tranquil setting. The calm waters made me feel at peace as I took in all the gorgeous scenery. We came to Japan during a great time. We were in this beautiful country from May 8th to the 21st. The weather could not have been better, with days averaging 72 to 78 degree highs. It only rained on us 3 of the days we went there, and this was one of them. To me, being in Arashiyama, the rain only enhanced the experience of this day Tessa and I went exploring. We're in Kyoto and we found this little capsule, like alcove here. And they've got a ton of little things. They've even got furniture. Got cats. Got shoes. So cute.
Fans.
Like what? Which one are you hoping for?
This one.
Dun dun dun.
Watch me struggle to open this.
Cute. We went to the Onsen today for the first time. The weather could not have been better. It was slightly cloudy with some rain, some light spring rain. It was a perfect mix. We felt liberating, for me at least.
Oh,
the
for me
guys.
too. Everyone's so comfortable being nude in public, which in America, we haven't quite caught up to that yet.
Yeah. But yeah, overall, onsen experience, very relaxing.
10 out of 10.
There was ethereal, very like relaxing sleep music maybe
Yeah.
going on in the background. It was pretty Pretty great.
And I left feeling like I was going to melt into the train seats.
And the scene, the setting, like with the rocks in the hot spring with the tree, it was just
とっても綺麗ですね. Very beautiful.
We went to the Fufu no Yu Onsen in Arashiyama, Kyoto. I sat in the outside portion, and every time I would get too hot, I would come out of the bath steaming hot. It felt like I was a Titan in Attack on Titan. It was really cool. And I would go cool off, sitting on a rock while the cool rain hits me. Yo, if you're in Osaka and you're as young as me, you're like early 20s, 19, 18, head over to Amerikamura. It's a fun place. Show people around your age. It's pretty awesome. Our 4 days in Kyoto and Osaka were over. Everyone was sad to leave Kyoto. Since I'm voicing over this part now, I have to say Kyoto was my favorite place to visit while I was in Japan. I love traditional Japanese things, and Kyoto just has so much to offer. We took the Shinkansen to Mihara, which is a cute little port town along the coast towards Hiroshima. It is also home to the ferry that can take you to the Rabbit Island. The sad story of the Rabbit Island is in 1929, the army began making chemical weapons, and rabbits were brought to this island and used to test the poison gas. Once we got checked into our hotel, we went straight to Hiroshima to see the atomic bomb site. It felt kind of weird being in Hiroshima as an American, where we were the ones in World War II who dropped the atomic bomb. It was shocking to be there in the flesh and see the site and all the memorials. The peace flame is said to stay aflame until all nuclear weapons are gone from this world. After our short time in Hiroshima, the next day was my cycle trip. I spent a lot of time on the cycle trip. So much time, I'm dedicating time to making a whole video for it. I tried really hard to capture the whole cycle trip extremely well, so please watch the video I will create for it. The video should be out within the next couple of weeks at the time of releasing this video. It's gonna be great. The cycle route is called the Shimanami Kaido. It is known as the most scenic route in Japan. I will go over all of that in the video, but for now, enjoy this short teaser. Back on the Shinkansen to spend our remaining days in Tokyo. This was also our last time riding past Mount Fuji, which was a treat for the eyes. As we passed Mount Fuji, I just want to say on this trip we did a lot of the touristy things. They were amazing to see, and I think you should see these things when you first come to Japan. It was unreal how many people in the big cities like Tokyo and Osaka could speak English. There was a lot of signs in English as well. If you plan on taking a trip to places that we went in this video, you do not need to know Japanese at all, really. Maybe only 5 common phrases like sumimasen, which means excuse me. That's probably one of the biggest ones. Arigato means thank you. Google Translate has been getting so much better, and that helps a lot if you get stuck. The Japanese people are also super nice and willing to help you, so please ask someone if you get lost. If I were to take another trip to Japan, I would explore more rural parts of Japan because that is where you can get some of the best experiences. When you move away from the cities, very few people know English, so you will probably need to study a bit of Japanese. When we went to Mihara, not many people knew English, but I had the best time and best food there even though I couldn't speak to the people that well. Luckily, Tessa was there with us and could help translate a bit. The owner of the Super Hotel 8 we stayed at in Mihara was so helpful. He gave us recommendations where to eat, where to go. He even reserved us dinner at Techan Okonomiyaki, which was the best food I had ever had. Train station bento boxes are super delicious. This is our view from our Tokyo hotel.
The train is late.
Trains being late in Japan are a big deal. Man's best friend, Hachiko, outside of Shibuya Station. Miyashita Park is this cool little park with a rock wall and a skate park on top of a shopping center in Shibuya. This is Shibuya Crossing, one of the busiest pedestrian crossings in the world. It is best known for its scramble, which happens every time the traffic lights turn red. Over 2.4 million people cross Shibuya every day, which is about 2,500 people crossing every time. Sensoji Temple is located in Asakusa. The temple was completed in 645, making it Tokyo's oldest temple. There is a shopping street over 200 meters or 219 yards called Nakamise. This was the elevator going up the Tokyo Skytree. It is 634 meters or 2,080 feet tall. There are 2 observation decks at heights of 350 and 450 meters. It was crazy to see just how big Tokyo was from 450 meters. It felt like the city was endless. I took a cool little cable car from the Skytree over towards Shinagawa. The amusement park was pretty cool to see, overlooking the sea. The Cup Noodle Museum is also located there, where I made my own cup. This was my last day to explore Tokyo, so I went to the remaining places I really wanted to see. I always wanted to go see the Godzilla statue towering over the cinema in Shinjuku. Omowai Yokocho, many izakaya-style restaurants crowded in small alleys. It brings out traditional Japan with the busy streets of Shinjuku. Omowai Yokocho roughly translates as memory lane with a little bit of past mixed in with the futuristic city of Shinjuku. You'll find that in some anime, they are based off of Japan and use real places in Japan. This staircase is from a popular anime movie called Your Name. It felt nostalgic being there because of the popular scene from the movie. Everyone was sad to leave Japan, as it was such an amazing and welcoming place. This time, our flight back wasn't bad at all, with a 9.5-hour flight back to LAX, and this had to do with wind conditions. The city of Tokyo at night looked absolutely stunning from way up above. One regret I had was not capturing any neon signs or anything during the night. I wish I had a moment in the video that was Blade Runner-esque. It also would have been nice to take a night out in Tokyo, staying out until first train to really experience the nightlife more. So these aren't all the things that I got from Japan, but it's a good majority just laid out here. A lot of them, or some of them, are gifts for friends and family. Don Quixote is basically this huge store in Japan that has literally anything you can think of. Like, it's just crazy jam-packed with stuff. If you're going to Japan, honestly, check it out. It's pretty cool. Got this cute little Chifuya plushie for my friend because he really likes Tokyo Revengers. And then I got some Demon Slayer stuff for my friends as well. Got this little demon mask thing. This cute little frog that I just saw and I was like, wow. It's so cute, how could you not? I got these cute little Onsen monkey toe socks apparently for my friend who's into funky socks. I think they were really cute. So I went to the Pokemon Center in Japan. I was looking for one Pokemon in particular. There are multiple Pokemon centers in Japan, but I found this cute little Trico in one of them in Tokyo. Also found this green button-up shirt that I really like. Starting with the figures I got all these from Akihabara. I got this really cool Rengoku figure, as well as this Chrollo figure. And then I got this cute little Makima figure. And then this Makima figure as well. So I went to a cool little paper shop in Kyoto, and I got this really awesome Japanese paper that I'm gonna have to find a frame for now. Now the rest of the clothes I got were from Takashita Street in Tokyo, I believe Harajuku. Got this really cool like Godzilla wave one, this really quaint, peaceful crane one that I really like. I found this super awesome piece in Harajuku that gives off like a J-pop, K-pop style, and has these cool rhinestone crosses on them. I finally found something that I can pair with this hat. Personally, I really like this piece, and it's definitely something that I wouldn't find in America, so yeah. I also got this super sweet dragon bomber jacket in Harajuku that I can match really well with the hat I got as well from Kyoto in that cute little paper shop. So one of my favorite things to do in Japan was go to all these shrines and temples and then get these cute little bag charms / keychains from them. Starting off, I got these two from the Fushimi Inari Shrine, the one with the thousands of gates that lead up a mountain. And then this next one I got from the Golden Pavilion. As you can see, I got this one from Osaka Castle. I got these two from the Sensoji Shrine. I got these two from the Tokyo Sky Tree. And lastly, I got this one from the Sensoji Shrine as well. And the significance of this one is for wishes to come true. I also want to note that on the charms, a lot of them have little bells attached to them. And I think they're super awesome. The little jingle of the charms as you're walking is pretty cool. It's like if you close your eyes and open your ears and you hear them jingling, you can think you're back in Asakusa or something, even though you might not be. As you know, I love bag charms, and my friend Spencer wanted something Japanese, so I decided to get him some cute little bag charms from the Sensoji Shrine. And I just got these two in shops in the street leading up to it, and this one I got at the shrine. It's to ward off evil. For those of you that made it this far, thank you so much. I put a lot of time and effort into this video, so I really appreciate it. Also, stay tuned for the Japan cycle trip. I believe I did an amazing job recording stuff for that, so stay tuned, get excited. It's gonna be a great video, and I will link it at the end of this video once it's out, but it should be out within the next couple of weeks of this video releasing, so stay tuned.